Hey Nick. Hey Nick.
Oh, hey Dan, what's up?
Hey, funny you're gaming. You know how whenever we're gaming together and you're out like a big boss fight, you're always talking about how you never really knew your dad and you miss him and you wish you knew him?
Yeah, that's crazy. I think about that every day, actually.
I mean, I think about it too, and I pulled some strings and you made me really think a lot about it, and I hope you're not mad, but I actually looked up your dad, dude.
You what?
I looked him up. I found him in the yellow pages, and I hope you really don't mind that I brought him here.
I just that's I'm literally speechless, dude. That's insane.
He's in the other room. Can you come
Yeah,
on in?
bring him in. Dad? Is that you?
I am your father.
Oh my God, Dad! I haven't seen you in 25 years. I don't know where you've been. Mom's so worried. I just want
Think I can borrow $10?
10 for what, Dad?
A scratch off.
I don't know what to say. What's wrong?
I'm in a really bad place right now.
Well, Dad, I can't just lend you $10. I don't have it. I'm sorry.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the What the Famicom Gaming Podcast. I'm, of course, your host, Dan, aka Dan Tendo, and with me, as always, is.
Nick Tendo.
Wait, did you just start calling yourself Nick Tendo?
No, someone called me Nick Tendo, and I thought it was really, really dumb. But now I kind of like it, so I gotta.
I
It
don't
was
remember
it was
who
my dad.
that
My dad.
did that.
My dad. It was a nickname he gave me when he left many
Oh,
years ago. I haven't seen my dad in like 25 years. I'm not gonna get into it. But anyway, no. So I'm Nick Tendo, folks, and I'm here for another rousing episode of what do we call this thing? What is it?
the Dan Tendo Hour.
Nice. Wow, that's a great name. Everything should be Tendo. That's genius.
What the
So
Famitendo.
so
So,
I didn't get open any of your text messages. What is today's episode about?
well, it's actually a really special episode. You know why?
Yeah, it's of course I do, but you go
Today,
first.
today we are celebrating our 1,977th episode.
What?
And
Of
we're here to talk about games from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
oh.
Have you guessed what kind of games we're going to talk about today, dude? On the count of three. How about this? On the count of three.
Okay.
Say what you think the topic is.
Okay. I think I got it now.
One,
I think I'm ready.
two,
Yep.
three. Your mom's calling off.
Star Trek.
Oh, shit. It's actually a combination.
Colonoscopy? Did you say colonoscopy?
I think I did.
I just heard my mom's and I didn't even know where you went with that.
It's actually probably a combination of both.
Yeah, I guess
Star Trek and that. Black
yeah.
holes and disgustingness.
And
It's actually about everyone's favorite thing, Star Wars.
oh, dude, I love Star Wars.
Well, Star War games. Star War games.
Yeah, Star Wars games. That's what I was
Singular
saying.
war, plural games. So
I
Star
think
Wars,
It might really be Star Wars games.
Star Wars game.
Yeah,
One
no, Star
singular,
Wars games. If you
singular
talk
game,
about more than
plural
one
war.
Star Wars game, if
Singular
you're talking,
game.
stop. If you're
Anyway,
talking about more than one Star Wars game,
yes.
what do you call it? I think it's Star Wars games.
Star Wars games, yes.
Okay, I didn't know, dude. You're the expert here. That's why I'm on the podcast, just
Hey,
to
man,
learn.
if anyone, I actually know a lot about Star Wars. I actually guessed it on your show to talk Star Wars. We can get that out of the way. I know you like to plug yourself in the episode.
Shoot,
I thought
dude,
we'd plug it now.
Can I plug a podcast?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Let's
I
get it out of the
actually
way
do.
so I can delete it quick.
It's the Unpanders. You can find them at any social. You can find them anywhere. Click the links. Wait, you don't have a video with links, do you? Never mind. The Unpanders does.
On the
Anyway,
wait, so on the video you can click the video and it takes you somewhere.
it doesn't take you anywhere, but you can click. And the name is there, and there's other links attached. I'm sure
Okay.
you do that for your audience as well.
Okay. Well, we talked Star Wars. The episode I guessed it on, we talked Star Wars.
Yeah, you were there. I remember now. It was terrible.
What do you mean you remember now? Anyway, so we talked Star Wars, so I know a lot about Star Wars, and now hopefully you do too. But we also know a certain amount about Star Wars games. And it's weird because Star Wars and video games are the perfect mixture. They're like
nerddom?
Yeah, it's like the
like
perfect combination of virginity and Mountain Dew. You know, it's like
I agree.
It's like peanut butter.
Wearing peanut butter and what? What were you gonna say, dude? I know you weren't gonna say jelly, so I was just making peanut butter and Mountain Dew.
Yep.
The old. I can smell the pocket protectors from here. That's crazy because, ironically enough, I feel like Star Wars never had great video game presence.
They on and off.
I don't need great. Name a great Star Wars game.
Maybe we'll talk about a great one.
Wow. Well, let's start from the beginning. Is the
so? Well, let's see. There have been countless, and if I'm going to throw in a Star Wars reference, Count Dooku-less games that have been released for a Star Wars franchise. From the earliest game, do you know when the earliest game was?
No, it was literally the first Star Wars game.
The first Star Wars game was an unlicensed Apple computer game in 1978. It was actually a fucking cassette tape.
78?
Put it in Apple II. And that's fucking weird and stupid at the same time. But after that, since then, there have been 100 games with the Star Wars brand, and a lot of them focus on what are all mostly Star Wars games focus on?
Luke, right?
Yeah,
most of them. Yeah,
Luke, Leia, Han.
Yeah,
everyone knows, like
the classics. They're playing the classics. They're playing the hits, baby.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. Games. We already seen this one. It's a repeat.
Been there, done that.
Been there, Darth that.
Nice.
And I'm sick of it. But all I'm trying to get across is we've seen it all. But there are some games that have come out since then that are based on not just the movies, but books and other stories.
The universe. Like the Star Wars universe. Other parts. Yeah, other people.
Characters that made a difference, but are total dorks that nobody really gave a shit about. And some of them were just in the form of video games. And they're unsung heroes, and we kind of want to give them their purple medal. We want people to know who they are.
I hear you. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, that Disney bought Star Wars.
Yeah. When did they actually buy it? Was this like 5
years ago? They
bought
them in 2012. But before that,
okay.
So I was going to get to this later, but before that, all bets are off with like anything Star Wars related. If it was books, if it was a cartoon, if it anything Star Wars related, there was no canon. Anything.
It was like anything flies.
Happened. And they didn't care. Like if something happened in a game, if Han Solo got shot in the face in a video game, he could still show up in a book because they didn't adhere to like some fucking George Lucas wasn't like, I'm okay. Let's do it.
Is that George Lucas impression? That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know.
There was no canon, so it was kind of like just whatever. Like you can have a game where Darth Vader wins. You can have a game where a planet is blown up, and like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Get
this in one of the books. Chewbacca died, and a moon fell on his face. A moon fell on him and killed him.
Wow, that's a rough way to go.
I know. It's weird. You kind of sound like Ray Romano.
I do think my Chewbacca kind of.
Deborah, it's me. Right. It's
hey, Ray, it's me. Hey, Ray, it's me, your brother. I'm 7'2". Raymond.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What's his name? I don't fucking remember.
Darth Vader shot me.
Raymond.
So, Ray Romano and his brother were in Star Wars, bottom line.
Yeah, they were.
That's canon. What's one of the best and most iconic Star Wars games to come out? Because in the 80s, there was games. In the 90s, early 90s, there were some games. But one of the games in the forefront that had an unsung hero. I want people to know about this guy. Nick, who's this guy? What's this game?
If you're referring to Kyle Katarn, I will refuse to talk about him.
Why?
Because I don't like his attitude. He never talks. So let's just talk about this right here. There was a game that came out for MS-DOS, Windows. Yeah, once you say MS-DOS, you know it's an older game. Came out right after Doom. I think Doom was 93, so this is 95. A lot of people called it the Doom clone. It was called Star Wars Dark Forces.
Whoa.
Some of you may remember it has the white stormtrooper shooting the gun.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Actually, it was by LucasArts. Like I said, 1995. I did a little
LucasArts
digging.
were the king of 90s gaming.
Yeah, most of their stuff was like point and click and like adventure games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This was one of their only first-person shooters, I believe.
Oh, really? I didn't know it was one of their only ones.
One of. This is up till then. I mean, after that, they could have branched out. So don't hold me to any quotes here, folks. But did you know this game was recently announced as non-canon? That's pretty awesome.
See, isn't that fucking shit?
It's kind of funny.
It makes me
But I
sick.
mean,
Because
it's literally, I think it's after the Death Star was destroyed. All I know is I think they're trying to rebuild the Death Star. So your character, Kyle Katarn, he
all right, first
steals
off,
the
it's weird.
plans.
Why he just has a normal guy name? It's
That's
just a
kind
normal
of
name.
weird. Kyle Katarn? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of weird.
Like it's not Star Warsy.
I don't know, but he's a mercenary. Oh, I didn't realize that. He does this by ducking between blah, blah, blah. What's weird about it is Star Wars is all about like spaceships and going through space and like Jedi powers and lightsabers and all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Kyle Katarn just picks up guns and shoots people in like hallways. Like that's all he does. He just walks down hallways and shoots people. It is a little bit like Doom or Wolfenstein or whatever. It's just they happen to be wearing stormtrooper stuff or
Did
like
they use the same engine?
no. So I looked this up. There's a lot of talk that they stole from the Duke Nukem engine.
Oh my! Are you serious?
Swear to God, I heard a guy talking about it. He said there's a rumor that because this is one of the first person shooters that had up and down looking. Like in Doom, you're locked into one look.
Oh
You can
wait,
never
was
look
it?
up
Oh,
or
this
down.
came out before Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem did that.
Yes, correct. And this is one of the first games that you could look up and look down. And there was also a jump button. What's crazy is when I was playing these games on my system,
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned this before, but the way most people played these games early on, I don't think it was WASD and then mouse to move your guy because there was no up and down looking to games.
Yeah.
Most people played where the mouse moved your whole character. So you would move the mouse forward to walk forward and then click and shoot
I think I
stuff.
vaguely remember that. I feel like
Yeah. That's how people used to play these games before this technology got implemented. So now, once you can look up, down, left, and right, it makes more sense to use the mouse as your head.
I only played this game a little bit.
At my house?
You owned it because you
Yeah.
had it as part of the
The
LucasArts.
LucasArts.
archive.
Yeah. That was
It came
awesome.
with like that, Monkey Island, and
Dig.
Full Throttle,
And Dig, I think.
and Dig. I think it did. And then
Yeah.
I rebought it on Steam like 2 years ago, and I played
Did
like
you?
the first 3 levels.
Did you get that far?
Yeah.
Damn. How was it?
It was fun. I mean, after a while, it does just become a Doom clone. Like at first, it's fun. It's like, oh, I'm shooting stormtroopers. This is the first time I'm ever doing that. And then it becomes more like Doom, and you're just like, okay, I get it.
There's key cards, right? There's colored key cards.
Yeah, there's key cards.
It's like, whoa, this is.
You're playing Star Wars. Don't you want to wave a lightsaber? Don't you want to do that kind of shit?
100%. They didn't have the technology, is my guess. And first-person shooters were in. They're so hot right now.
Was Kyle hot?
I don't know. I couldn't remember if you see him at all. I was trying to figure out because
do. There's like cutscenes, but they're all like animation.
They're really, yeah. They're kind of weird. Like they're in between CG and animated. It's like kind of an in-between look. But yeah, about that engine. Apparently, it was made from scratch, and they named it the Jedi engine. Oh, nice. Some guy named Ray Gresco did it. His name came up with Blizzard and stuff. Do you know who he is?
Yikes, Blizzard. You know what I'm saying? Yikes.
Too new. Anyway, Ray Gresco, you can look him up if you want, but he's beyond the 90s, so we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's not how we do here.
I think some of the team actually went on to work on Quake, too.
When did Quake come out?
90, I want to say the next year or two.
So tell me, what is Dark Forces about? Because I don't think I actually remember what it's actually about.
Kyle Katarn, and you got to stop stormtroopers. I don't really 100% remember. I just remember he's running around. He's stealing the plans for the Death Star. Like, I vaguely actually remember that and not knowing why I was stealing the plans. Because as a kid, I was like 7 or something, and I was like, why don't I just blow it up? Why do I have to steal the plans?
That's weird because I feel like every Star Wars thing nowadays is about someone stealing the plans to the Death Star.
Isn't it? I don't know. It's weird that it was labeled uncanon. They were like, this is not canon. This is not part of the Star Wars universe.
Does Kyle Katarn like curse a lot? Is he sexist or?
No, I don't. I'm telling you, I don't remember him talking or doing anything. I feel like he's like the Doom guy. Well, not Duke Nukem. Clearly, that's talking over the top. I feel like he was just quiet and just I don't know.
Here's what I remember. I do remember that you see him. I remember that there's cutscenes. I remember that they're like sort of like Monkey Island or Full Throttle, or more like Full Throttle, where it's cutscenes. They're hand drawn, but they still move. There's motions.
Yeah.
So if somebody like sees Kyle and pulls a gun on him, it's like hand drawn animation pulling the gun at him and stuff like that.
Right, and then you're back in the game.
Yeah.
It sold 300,000 copies, and I know.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I know. Big numbers.
Go to the bank.
They came out with something called the Dark Troopers. That was their idea, and they made Kyle Katarn and Dark Trooper action figures.
Oh shit!
Yo,
I
didn't look it up from Hasbro.
Yo, fuck Hasbro.
Katarn action figure. No, dude, I will not say that because they actually were thinking of plugging us.
Oh my god! Wait, are they gonna make action figures of us?
They were talking about it until you said a certain thing just a second ago.
Oh, I want my head on like a buxom Princess Leia.
This is gonna sound weird. Kyle Katarn is like, he looks like he's like Swedish.
He looks like do you think he sounds like he's Swedish?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Death Star is going to be destroyed.
I have the plans, and this is not canon.
Why would he say it's not canon?
Because he already knows it's gonna happen. He already
knows his life is fake. Like the Truman Show.
Disney's onto him.
Oh my god! Yeah. The whole time, imagine Dark Forces, but it's like the Truman Show where Kyle knows he's not real.
He's not real.
Just goes through the game, finding out that he's not real. And
there is a game like that. You know.
What game? Is it Stanley Parable?
Yes. How did you get that right, dude? That's incredible. You got that.
I love that game. I played that like 17 times.
Well, there's like 70 different endings.
So good. It's one of my favorite recent games, like PC games.
Yeah, it's definitely out there.
It's coming to consoles. There was like a big deal out of it last year.
Really?
They like announced it. Yeah.
I think it uses it's the Half-Life engine, right? I don't know why they can't just port it over.
Dude, all right. Can we stop the recording? We always want to talk about Half-Life
It's my favorite. I thought about getting a Half-Life tattoo today.
There's two things you talk about, and it's actually really disturbing. It's either Half-Life or Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, and he's gonna make a comeback, I think.
Wait, he's gonna be in the Half-Life movie. Gordon Freeman.
No, he doesn't talk. He just smiles and turns.
Wait.
Kevin Spacey as Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman just smiles or Kevin Spacey just smiles?
Well, either way, if he's gonna play him in Half-Life, he doesn't talk. Gordon Freeman doesn't say one word. It's like ironic. So it's just gonna be Kevin Spacey turning to the camera and smiling with a crowbar. I don't know.
Who plays Barney the guard?
It's gotta be someone so good, dude. Hey, it's me, Barney. It's me, Barney the guard. Ah! I let him die all the time. I feel like.
What's the aliens that cross over called?
Not Zerg. They're from the planet begins with an X, like Zadu or something.
That sounds right. I don't really feel like looking that up, but that sounds right.
No, the coolest is the Marines that you go against. That was some of the best AI I've ever played against.
In the first one, right?
Yeah, because like
I never played the second one.
Black Mesa, is that what they are? I don't know.
Yeah.
They're really good. Anyway, I'm glad we're talking about Star Wars today.
Yeah, Star Wars is kind of like Half-Life. The sequel took forever.
Yeah. Everyone's waiting on the third one.
Everyone's waiting on the third one. Silent protagonist.
Gabe Newell is like George Lucas, kind of.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Gabe Newell is George Lucas.
Aren't they? I've never actually seen them both in one picture.
You're
Can someone?
I'm trying. I'm literally as we're talking. I'm trying to Google.
Yeah.
I'm trying to Google pictures of them together, and my phone is starting to smoke.
Whoa! I just did this. There's an FBI button. What? Stop looking. Turn around. Okay, that's weird. I wonder why my
there's an
computer
FBI
would
button on your.
say. Yeah, I hit the FBI button. It's certain keyboards have it. It's a PC thing. You're not a PC gamer, so don't worry about it.
I got a laptop.
Yeah. A laptop? Did you
It's
call it a laptop?
from
You
10,
said it
10
weird.
years ago.
Well, let's talk about whether Dark Forces would run on your system right now.
It actually did because I have it on Steam and it ran.
works?
And I don't know what my specs are, but I guess whatever way they remastered it, it works well enough because it's an old game. If I have
Of course
anything,
it's going to work well enough. Dude, do you think about the processing power you have in the computer, even your laptop now, compared to what you had back in the day? It's like 5 times better.
How awesome was your computer that you were able to run Dark Forces 20 years ago?
No, Dark Forces wasn't that high res, dude. I'm literally about to tell this for the audience. The only game that was high res is me and you when we listen to it later.
Oh, okay.
So the only game that you could. What if he listens and sues us? Or his brother, Robert, whatever. What's his fucking name?
I forgot his name, so I wasn't saying it.
I know. That's damn it. Anyway, no. Hitman was the only game you couldn't run for graphics purposes, right?
Me or you?
You. And then I don't think it ran on mine either.
I couldn't run anything. The only thing I could barely run is Kingpin, Life of Crime.
Oh, I said Hitman. I meant Kingpin. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If anyone's listening, if anyone wants to, my Kingpin doesn't work on my laptop right now. If anyone wants to buy me Kingpin on Steam or something, I would love it.
He talked about it for like 3 months leading up to buying it. Actually, he didn't buy it because it was rated 18.
My dad bought it, and my dad bought me a memory card or a video card.
Oh, you have a memory card that day?
A video card.
Oh, damn, dude. You were balling out.
Yeah. See, I knew my dad, dude.
I wish I did, okay? I don't even want to bring it up anymore. Moving on.
Thank you, Commander, for responding at such short notice. The Empire has been keeping us on the run since the destruction of the Death Star.
The game, Dark Forces, wasn't like super revolutionary graphically. It had some pretty sweet... It wasn't, dude. It wasn't like the number one. It was pretty sweet. The dude, to trick the gamer, I think they employed something called like a fisheye technology, where it made all the buildings look like they were looming over you. That's why anytime you went outside, the buildings kind of looked huge. They weren't really that big. Smart. Isn't that smart? And you didn't notice it indoors. You only noticed it outdoors when you were in like a big area. But it made you feel like you were in a super big city, but like they were cutting corners. It was their way of cheating, especially because they had the like higher and lower levels. It was like multi-tiered. Like you could go up a level, down a level.
It's kind of like what Duke Nukem kind of did, right? Duke Nukem like manipulated stuff.
Yep. Yeah, dude. So that's the whole game. That's all I got on it. And I never beat it. And I mentioned this in a previous podcast. I got stuck at a part where I probably was supposed to find a secret or use a key or jump over something, and I couldn't. And I was only 7. And I spent hours just in the same area. And here's the thing that freaked me out. When you kill the stormtroopers, their bodies just stay wherever they are. Not to mention
disappear like normal games?
Nah, they just stay on the ground as like a sprite or whatever.
Horrifying.
So it was actually cool the way they died. They would get shot, and then like they would do this elaborate like fall down motion, like they were getting like really shot, like they do in the damn movie when you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when stormtroopers get shot, they really get shot. It's not like they slowly fall down. They always like throw their arm up and fall backwards. Like, isn't that a thing?
I think I've done that once or twice.
No, I'm saying in the movie, in the series, Star Wars.
No, they do. They do.
Okay, cool. I was making sure. But I remember I was stuck at this part in this game, and I spent like hours just roaming around looking at all these dead stormtrooper bodies and not knowing where to go.
Did your dad like come down to the basement and say, like, what are you doing, son? Is everything okay?
No, I just gave up and stopped playing it. That was the last time I played that game.
So your last time you played it was like 20-some years ago?
Yeah, I didn't play it again.
Oh, wow. I think that was my only memory of you having
playing it. Yeah.
Again, like I think this is like the 15th episode where you have a memory of a game, and I'm like, well, I remember you having
it. Yeah, you do say that. Why do you gotta? I remember you had it. Is that your way?
The only memories I have of games are like
other people.
THQ Nintendo 64 wrestling games.
Oh, dude, so good.
And I don't want to reference any other games because maybe I'll use them for future topics. You know.
Oh my god, dude, that's
Yeah.
fucking genius. So that's it. We're done, right?
Oh wait, it came out for the PC. What else did it come out for?
Actually, I forgot. So I had it for the PC. I think it came out for, what system was it? 90.
It begins with a T.
It was PlayStation time?
Yeah, it came out for the PlayStation.
Yeah,
I think it might have come out for the PlayStation the next year.
Okay, that makes sense. Either way, it got bad reviews on the
Did it?
yeah, because anytime they port these games that are made for PC to like a console, they have to cut corners. A, to meet the code, and B, they're working with different engines, sort of. They have to alter the engine, and C, they have to make a certain refresh rate. So like,
I didn't even think about that. I always wonder why like ones that get ported just are automatically shitty.
Nah, they have to rewrite a whole shit ton of code. And I think because you're working with a processor that's in everyone's PlayStation, like you can't be like, just buy a better processor. You can't.
Yeah.
It comes in the damn PlayStation. So you have to work with that processor and that RAM and that whatever. So for them to be like, fuck, dude, I got to work with the PlayStation? And they're like, yeah, just make it. So they're like, all right, we'll make the game load farther distances or like shorter distances.
Yeah.
And we'll have, we got to scale down on some of the graphics on the buildings or the floor. Yeah, we'll do that. It'll get higher refresh rate. And then to do shit like that. And then they mess around with everything. And then it has to pass tests. So,
you know what sucks? Because I was talking about how I remember the cutscenes being like full throttle and stuff.
Yeah.
If they were like that on the PC, who knows if they even existed on the PlayStation 1? Because who knows if the PlayStation could even run those like...
Ironically enough, it's probably easier for the PlayStation to render that cutscene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a set image. Like, it's a 2D, 3D, whatever it is, but it's a set picture. When you're playing the game, it has to draw in real time, like a whole area. So it's easier to render a shitty cutscene or whatever than it is whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, anyway, I schooled you on your podcast. It's over. I just mic dropped. How do you feel about that?
I'll let you mic drop on my face if you can tell me about any of the sequels.
Wow. They came out after the original.
All right, this podcast is over.
I won. I got it right. Right?
There were a few sequels, and I think they were more popular over time.
The one that we were just talking about, Dark Forces sequel, was called Star Wars Jedi Knight: Dark Forces 2. Yeah, and it actually had Katarn back. Hell yeah, dude!
I think he waves a lightsaber in it.
Yeah, he has a lightsaber. Like that's like I never played it.
People wanted the entire time.
Yep, it took him until 1997.
So Great. 2 years later, you got a lightsaber.
Yeah, I guess so. And I didn't get to play it.
I think that one. I know one of the Dark Forces games have like full motion video, like actors playing them. So that might have been it.
Oh, maybe I didn't read about that.
So the cutscenes aren't drawings. The cutscenes are like people like acting it out.
No shit.
And then I'm too lazy to look it up right now, but I think one's Jedi Knight Dark Forces 3. I think Dark Forces 3.
Oh, must not. I don't think it was worked on by the same team or anything like that. So.
What did you say Dark Forces 2 was called?
Star Wars.
Jedi.
Was it Jedi something? Jedi Knight.
Okay, so I think there's a something and then a Jedi Knight 2. So a Jedi Knight 2 is like it's like Soul Reaver and Legacy of Kain.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like the titles.
Yeah, they start doubling up on titles. Yeah. Call of Duty used to do it all the time.
I think the Dark Forces games technically like morphed into the Jedi Knight games. So Dark Forces doesn't exist anymore. It's just like more so Jedi Knight.
It's non-canon. Are the other games canon? I don't know what they declared non-canon. I think that's so funny.
Anything before 2012 is non-canon.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that disgusting? Some of the best, like Kyle Katarn stole the Death Star plans, got them to Mon Mothma.
Yeah, holy shit! How did you know that? I guess
because I told you I'm a Star Wars moron. So he got it to her. He said, "Hey, take these," or because he's Swedish. Yeah, take these, no.
Take these, please.
Take these, please. I want to go back to my country. So he gives her the Death Star plans. He saves the world. He saves the galaxy.
Sure.
And then what? 2 years later, they give him a lightsaber? Like he has to wait 2 years to get his medal?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. And actually, I have a feeling that they didn't give it to him. I feel like it probably just some wacky, crazy way he gets a lightsaber. So I don't think they awarded him at all. I think they just I think they said thanks. That's what they did for him.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it is. The
They gave R2D2 a medal at the end of the original Star Wars. And they don't give this guy who stole the Death Star plans anything.
Did you know they originally were going to do like an R2D2 blowjob scene
And which one?
in the game?
Is it a bonus level? No.
Yes.
Okay.
They were going to do like, he was going to make the noises and start going crazy.
So wait, are you giving R2D2 a blowjob, or is he giving you a blowjob and he's making the noises? I really want to get to the bottom of this because none of the Wikipedia entries say any of this, so I'm just curious.
I saw it in a off the cuff YouTube video. You have to really put in some code, but if you go around one of the corners to one of the buildings and go back down a corridor and back down a corridor you already went down within 30 seconds.
He shows.
I think it's in level 2. No. You go around the corner, and if you left one guard still alive, you have to leave just one guard, and you have to make it back in a certain time. You go around the corner, and he's on his knees doing whatever to R2D2, and you can just see R2D2's head, and it's spinning left and right, and he's going.
So
he goes.
Is that the main reason why they added the fisheye view? Because when you finally find R2D2, he looks like he's like bigger than he usually is.
Yeah, it's incredible. But the thing is, they made it tasteful. It's like just out of view, like the naughty stuff going on.
Uh-huh.
So it's like you can just see the stormtrooper that you left alive, his legs, and R2D2's upper half. It's like very tastefully done.
I read
ahead.
that the stormtrooper is only wearing his helmet.
Oh, is that true? I never did it. I mean, who would have thought to leave one stormtrooper go back down the hallway twice within 30 seconds? You know, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. I mean, we like to let people know on this podcast like the secrets, the Easter eggs.
Yeah. Oh, Easter eggs. No, definitely.
This is one of the biggest Easter eggs. This is like the Konami code.
George Lucas called it like an enlightenment, I think.
That scene?
Yeah. He said enlightenment, I believe.
That actually gave him the idea to make more movies. He wanted to make a movie on that scene.
He did. Other producers wouldn't let him. They said it was too taboo for a robot. But I thought...
But not for a human?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? They would rather give a human a BJ scene in a video game than a robot. And I thought, okay, teach their own. It's a little classist, like, right?
You know what I say?
No, I don't.
Boop, 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 boop. You know?
Is that what you say? I never heard you say that.
Well, it's not, I just like to let it all out on this podcast, and I'm kind of really annoyed that you told me that, and they haven't done anything about it. They haven't released it in like a special edition.
Nah, you have to. You got to do a couple really secret. Just DM me after the episode if anyone listening wants in on some of this, and I'll hook you up.
All right, cool.
Top secret.
I really appreciate that.
No problem. Listen, for any listeners of the What the Famicom podcast, like we don't spare expenses. Like there's certain things you'll get from us that you won't get from big brand podcasts. Like, do you know what I mean? We're mom and pop.
Yeah, like if you listen to the IGN podcast or the Game Pro podcast, they're not going to tell you this stuff.
No, Game Informer podcast? I don't think so.
No, I said Game Pro.
I was naming a different one.
And the official PlayStation Magazine podcast.
Nintendo Power podcast?
Nintendo Power podcast. Any of those podcasts, they're not going to tell you these things.
No, they're big business, dude. You got to hang with mom and pop. I'm mom, you're pop.
Yeah, we're a mom and pop podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We're a family. Famicom. Well, Famicom already means family. I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, no, that's why it's so good. Family.
So,
that's what people call us.
Dark Forces, Kyle Katarn.
Not very good. Not
a very good hero. But, give him let's rank him. Let's give him a grade. Give him a grade.
Like, unmemorable, 5 out of 10. Forgettable. Swedish, 4.5 to 6 out of 10.
Wait. You're grading these individual things.
Well, I'm combining them. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
So 5 out of 10, 4.5 out of 10. So it's actually a 9.5 out of 10.
No, it's collectively those two. So it's actually 9.5 out of 20.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really good. All right, Kyle Katarn. I'm sorry. That's great.
This is great.
Kyle Katarn didn't get the love he deserved. And I feel like there's another guy, another white cis male, that didn't get the love he deserved.
You're all about that, dude. Like,
He didn't get the love he deserved. And do you know who I'm talking about?
I actually don't because I couldn't remember what your game was.
All right, let me lay it out for you first.
Please do it.
We talked about this. In the 80s, there was video games, Star Wars games.
Yeah.
In the 90s, there were Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Dark Forces really set the standard for, like, let's insert these characters that we don't know.
Okay.
There's games based on all that stuff. There was the X-Wing games, the TIE Fighter games. Do you remember them?
I never played them, but yeah, I remember them.
Yeah. And then Dark Forces. But I didn't have a PC. I only had yours. And I had a Sega Genesis. And you know what they say? Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Whoa! We said it here, dude. Are you fucking calling out Sega? Dude, you're fucking crazy, dude. The big wigs are coming after you. They're gonna come after this podcast.
I hope Mario shows up on my door and I fucking stick a plunger up his ass.
He does too.
It's already up there. He already stuck his up there.
So
But
you can't
anyway,
stick another one up there.
I had a Sega Genesis. And you know what my next system was? My next system was a Nintendo 64. I remember getting it. And that introduced me to our first wave of Star Wars games because I didn't have any Star Wars games before. And Katarn, a big fucking dud. But my first introduction was it is a game, but it's part of this like multimedia project. That's literally what it was called, a multimedia project. And I'm talking about 1996's Shadows of the Empire. And if anyone remembers Shadows of the Empire, it's a Star Wars game. It came out on the Nintendo 64 and the Windows PC. But before I get up into the game, I got to talk about what it was first, because it wasn't just a game. So what they wanted to do was, because there was no Star Wars movie, and there was like games like Dark Forces and like Super Nintendo Star Wars games, there was no movie, and George Lucas was thinking about making new movies. He was thinking about making prequels, but he was like, I can't make them yet. I can't do anything.
Stop
So
George Lucas impressions.
He talked to all these licensors, licensing companies, and wanted to make all the marketing for a movie without actually making the movie. So he wanted to make toys, trading cards, a game, a novel, a soundtrack, pogs. There's probably all this stuff. But he wanted to do all this without actually making the movie. So he started the talks to create Shadows of the Empire in 1994. He talked to all these companies. He was originally, I think we talked about this on your podcast, that the Star Wars movies got re-released in 1997.
Yeah. You set everyone straight, dude. Oh, I know the exact date. It was a year anniversary. And you were right.
Why do I don't sound like an ape, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I actually just played back the recording. That wasn't me. It was you. I just re-recorded it. Incredible.
But he originally wanted the first of the new prequels to come out in 97. So that's why he was collectively trying to get together this like other thing. It fell through, and he didn't want to make the prequels for another 2 years. So 1996, they wanted 1996 to be the year that they re-released the old movies, and that fell through. So he was like, we have this big year. Let's just release this big juggernaut. Let's market all this stuff. Shadows of the Empire. That was my first taste because I knew about the novel. I don't know did you know it was a book? Did you know anything else about it besides being a game?
No, what, Shadows of the Empire?
Yeah.
No, in fact, I was just looking it up as we spoke, and I was like, oh shit. I recognize the cover art. I recognize like the graphics. Like what was it? A failed like MMO?
No, it was. So the novel, it was technically an interval. I've never heard this term. I don't think this term's ever been used before. It's basically, instead of a sequel, it's something that takes place between movies.
Oh, damn.
So it's a story that takes place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Wow.
And the book was, man, I got the summary of the book somewhere, but the summary of the book is all fucked up. And I was in like 5th or 6th grade when I read the book before the game even came out. Yeah. And I was like, this is great. Like, this is Star Wars.
Now that's a good impression of you.
Yeah. But here's the thing. In the book, they froze the best character. They froze Han Solo, so you can't use Han Solo. Yeah. So they made up like a fake Han Solo for this book. Like he was the new hero, but not really. So the story was about
goddamn name.
This. Shut up. His name was Dash Rendar.
Wait.
What?
Who's that? Who used that name all the time? You?
Dash Rendar? That was probably
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I think it was your favorite fake name or like name to use when you were fake.
No,
Like,
no. My fake Star Wars name is Musk Lander.
I actually
Yeah.
recall that. That's funny as hell.
So for this project, for this giant thing that they were making,
Hmm.
they made this fake Han Solo, Dash Rendar. He was like had brown hair instead of black. I don't fucking know, but he was more of a shithead instead of like and not have a heart. So in the book, he's just like a side character, like he's barely in it. But
But
then
in this, he's the lead.
when I started making all this stuff, George Lucas and the company were like, we don't have a main character. We don't want to make Luke or Leia the main character of this game because that might fuck up like continuity. And I guess they cared about canon there, but they didn't care about canon anywhere else. So they made you control Dash Rendar, and he wasn't a dick. He was more of like just a cool guy in the game. So, and he had a sidekick robot named Lebo.
Lebo?
Yeah, that's a little too liberal, you know. I'm not about that.
Robots are naming it Lebo.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I'm gonna read the plot of the game real quick.
Please.
Or this is the plot of everything. This is literally the plot of like the soundtrack and the book and the. All right, whatever the fuck it is, the Pogs. So Prince Xizor, it starts with an X, Xizor, Xizor,
Okay.
the leader of the largest criminal organization in the galaxy, known as the Black Sun, wants to take Darth Vader's place as Emperor Palpatine's side. Xizor is also seeking vengeance against Vader for the extermination of his family. Ooh.
Ooh,
It's
plot
like
twist.
Like Hamlet. Shit.
Yeah.
Xizor makes his move against Vader upon learning of the identity of Luke Skywalker and his relationship to Vader.
Oh shit, dude. He's gonna try and use that relationship.
He's gonna lure him in.
He's gonna burn down his she shed.
Jesus Christ, dude. To exact his revenge, Xizor plots to kill Luke, thinking it will win favor with Palpatine and serve as retribution against Vader. Meanwhile, Vader is still seeking out Luke. Oh my God, Jesus. Meanwhile, Han Solo is still frozen in carbonite. He's being taken to Jabba the Hutt by Boba Fett. Leia and Lando and Chewbacca enlist the aid of Dash Rendar, a smuggler and acquaintance of Han's. And the book is like, she gets kidnapped by Prince Xizor. She tries to seduce him and like kill him. I remember bits and pieces of the book, but the guy Dash Rendar, he's barely in it. He's there. It's like, hey, I'll take you here. I'll drop you off. I'm just here to help. And that's about it. Barely fucking in it. He's definitely an afterthought. He was a side character, but like I said, imagine Han Solo without a conscience.
It's like the bait and switch they do in what the movie is, Beer Fest, where Landfill dies.
And then his brother shows up.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, if you guys feel more comfortable, just call me Landfill. It's like that idea. It's like, this is Han Solo. Even though Han Solo's frozen, we just wanted to use Han Solo again. But this is Han Solo. Yeah.
So he's basically like a soulless sociopath in the book. He's like a psycho because he doesn't care about like helping anybody. He just does a job. Like at one point, I remember he's
super mercenary.
Yeah, like they have to go to a planet, and you would think that he's helping them. He drops them off. They get into a gunfight, like on the planet. He drops them off, and just flies away.
He's like, sorry, guys.
He literally doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't want to help anybody.
I was dropping them off.
So funny enough, this whole experiment with the game, the soundtrack, it's mostly a game to everybody on the planet, but nobody really remembers that it was like this big thing. It was actually something else. It was actually like this movie without the movie.
I'm so confused still what it is.
I don't know. I can't explain what it is. But the game is famous for being one of the sort of launch titles of the Nintendo 64.
Was it that early on?
Yeah. But hold on. You'll love this fucking what I got for you here. So two things.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they made toys. I remember I had the toys.
Yo.
And the main reason I remember they had the toys is because I definitely had a Dash Rendar figure because in high school, later in high school, I remember I had to make a diorama for a book that we had to read. Like we got to pick a book that we had to read. And for some fucking reason, I decided to pick the novelization of Gladiator, the movie, to read and then make a diorama of. I was like, oh, I don't have anything to make Russell Crowe. And I remember I had Dash Rendar's figure from 10 years earlier or something.
Does it look anything like a Gladiator? Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess it works.
So I used Dash Rendar to be fucking Russell Crowe. What if Russell Crowe was in Star Wars?
Well, I was just gonna say, what if Russell Crowe saw your diorama at school?
I like it. I like what you're
Oh,
doing.
this is great, but that's not me.
That's
Oi, oi! I'm gonna throw a phone at a woman.
real recent topical
Yeah.
joke, Nick.
I feel like it's like 10 years old at this point.
I think you're right, actually. The second thing, you know who made the toys? You want to take a guess who made the toys? The whole toy
Galoo.
line. Oh, fuck. You knew it?
No. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Only because there's only the way you asked that question, I was like, this is the only answer that would be the biggest shock value of all time.
Oh,
That's
man.
so awesome. Damn, I ruined my own surprise.
I had this
Fuck.
whole build up to Galoob.
Damn, dude, I wish I didn't get it right.
Fuck.
Galoob is genius. Oh, I love Galoob.
The Lewis Galoob company made the whole toy
Yo,
line.
Galoob Co. Shout out Galoob.
Oh,
Everyone who
God.
works there probably already knows about us because we talk about their company nonstop every day.
I think we're probably the only people that talked about Galoob in the past like 20 years.
Probably, but that's all right. I mean, like, I'm a big Galoob believer.
How do you think that conversation went? So you want me to make the Star Wars toys?
Stop! He's not Sal from the deli. We already talked about that.
Are there any genies in space? Do they need a cheat code to buy them, maybe?
Wasn't he on trial for something? Bald?
I don't know. I was on trial because he's getting sued by Nintendo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was getting sued by
Galoob
Nintendo.
v Nintendo. Galoob won, I think.
I think he did. Yeah, that's how Game Genie still existed.
Do you think any Star Wars characters are based off of Galoob?
I kind of think, what's his name is? Boba Fett.
Darth Maul. Boba Fett?
Yeah.
That makes sense, even though Boba Fett was made way before. Debatable.
George Lucas may have even known Galoob, for all we know. Louis Galoob.
They probably did meet.
Do you think they... Wait, is there a picture of George Lucas and Louis Galoob in the same room?
No. So let me get this straight. So Gabe Newell and George Lucas are the same person, but also George Lucas and Galoob.
Could be the same person.
I'm making some prequels. Big butt Mario's coming. To that.
You want
So-
99 lives?
Yeah. So I wanted to
Yes.
get that out of the way. I wanted to tell our listeners what Shadows of the Empire was before it was an actual game, because it's insane. There's never going to be anything like this before. You got to
I
understand.
still don't know what it is, dude.
It was imagine like an Avengers movie comes out and you see all the toys and everything, and you see a soundtrack and you see like posters everywhere. Imagine all this without the Avengers movie. Does that make sense?
No, I don't get
That's the
it.
thing.
So what was it? It's just a thing?
That's the thing. It was just a thing. They made up the story
So weird.
without a fucking movie. And that's the craziest fucking thing. You can never imagine people doing that now. But
Hold on. There was a book, though?
there was a book. There was a novel first. I think the idea was like they made this novel first and then like based everything over the novel. So the soundtrack was like Dash Render's theme song. And then, the game was parts of the book, stuff like that. And trading cards were drawn pictures, and there was a comic book.
Dude,
I think there was like a Dark Horse comic book or something.
that's weird. That's awesome. Good on him. It's like advertising bullshit.
It's like Joe Camel. It's like what Joe Camel was.
What, like, because he's not a real person? Because he's camel smokes cigarettes?
No, because he looked like a dick.
Oh, he dick nose?
No, his whole head was a dick. Remember Joe?
Was it?
Yeah, look up Joe Camel. He's just a giant dick. He had a cigarette in his mouth.
No, I know, but I didn't
There's
picture him
cigarette
like
in
a
the
dick.
keyhole. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I guess so. That's a good point.
We went from Galoob. I wanted to
I
segue
think
in.
one of my ex-girlfriends has a dick nose.
Probably.
The one we both know.
Is that why you broke up with her?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know where that was going.
Oh, really? You
Okay.
don't remember that joke? Oh, fuck.
No.
That was like a running joke with my first girlfriend. That she had a dick nose. Which
I
she
did not
didn't. I
remember
didn't even get the joke. I think it was you. It was you and Alex or someone like making fun of her. And I was like, that's not nice.
Wait,
And
so I
she
made
got-
the joke and I don't even remember. I was crazy.
Yeah. And it didn't even look like a dick. Her nose. I swear to God.
Yeah, but did it feel like one though?
Yeah, it did.
Like all the cartilage?
Bulbous right here. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So Galoob, gaming, genie, video games. So
Keep
to the
going.
game.
Uh-huh.
You ready for this? Shadows of the Empire came out on Nintendo 64. It's exclusive to the Nintendo 64.
That's why I never played it.
Yes, and it was released on the PC the following year. It was developed and published by LucasArts, RIP. You know LucasArts.
Yo! Yeah, what happened to LucasArts officially?
They went out a bit. I think it wasn't. It might have been before or after Disney bought them, but they just
It was probably somewhere between like 2010 and Phantom Menace type time.
yeah.
If I had to guess,
yeah,
because I think that's the last time I saw their game.
So the game was based after like the idiot's version of the book. So again, they made Dash Rendar the hero, which he wasn't. He was barely in the book, and they just took like the bare bones plot of the novel and just made you go through action scenes.
But I'm looking at pictures of it. It's like it looks like it's really wide open. It reminds me of Omicron for some reason.
Well, that's the gameplay. So first off, the cutscenes are just still images.
Oh, really?
So it's even worse because it's just still images, barely any music, and it's just text on the bottom.
Ooh,
like he's saying
that's a
something
no-go for me. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. So Dash Rendar has one face throughout the whole movie. It's as if like it's a face you would make if someone told me like they've only seen like one Star Wars movie, you know.
Oh, dude, I see Dash, dude. That's so funny. He like looks like a fucking.
He kind of looks like me, right?
He looks like a guy who will bum cigarettes off you at like the local bar and never give them back. I don't know.
That makes perfect sense.
So yeah.
Here's the thing. So the effect, the cutscene graphics were fine back then. I was like, whatever. Mm-hmm. They're drawn images. Yeah. I just found out that the PC version, full motion like CG.
Really? So wait, they cut them for your goddamn.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 couldn't take it. Because back then I wasn't expecting anything. And then I looked it up. And the whole thing, he's voiced, he's performed, he like talks to his robot, like it's all 10 times better.
That sucks, dude. You got hosed, dude. You didn't even know it.
Yeah, you fucked me, Nintendo.
Dude, this is wild. This is Dash Rendar. He looks exactly like dude who plays Batman. The good Batman.
Ben Affleck?
Christian Bale. Jesus Christ. Why would you say Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck's the most recent. Why would you say dude who plays Batman?
The best Batman. The good one.
Ben Affleck.
No. Christian Bale.
I never heard of him.
Anyway.
He looks great.
Not like that.
He's got a wide face.
Yeah, it could be because fisheye lens for the R2-D2 scene.
But, yeah, that's in there. That's like the post-credits scene.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I remember this. I own this. I think my dad bought it for me when he bought the Nintendo 64. But
Dad buys you everything. He sounds like the greatest.
I mean, I have a dad. So.
Hey, listen. Shout out to you, dude. I'm just hoping at this point.
I don't even know what that means. So like I told you, it takes place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Right from the get-go, the very first level is that snow level, is Hoth. Your other co-host on the episode I was doing with you, when you're on Pandar's episode, that was his favorite level. That's all he wanted to talk about.
Really?
He wanted to talk about the Hoth, the snow speeder level. Because we were talking about games, and I think I remember him constantly bringing that up.
The Hoth thing? Yeah, he did. You're absolutely right. He did. And the grappling hook or something. He kept talking about it. Yeah,
so that's the first level of the game, because the first level of the game is Dash Rendar, you show up to the very beginning of Empire Strikes Back to like say hi to Han Solo, and they ask you to help, and you do that level, and it's the most famous part of the entire game. It's the first time in a full 3D world that you're playing something like a famous thing of Star Wars. Like other games have been like 2D.
Dark Forces was like you're walking down hallways and shooting things. Like this is the first time you can take on an AT-AT, as we refer to them. This
is a big fucking deal because, again, you're playing a scene from the movie, even though it's somebody else, but you take down AT-ATs, like you grapple hook their legs.
That's what you want to do when you watch Star Wars. You want to take down the AT-AT. You want to wield weapons. Like it is a badass idea. How was it?
This game blows its load so fast.
Oh, like that's the best part of the game?
That's the best part of the entire game. Because
damn.
Right after that, it turns into a third-person game. When you become Dash Rendar. And the game is like every Nintendo 64 game. I don't know, you didn't have it, but every Nintendo 64 game was like blocky, smooth, terrible. Like they all were smooth looking, but all the games just look like garbage.
Yeah, kind of the blocky look. I guess.
Yeah.
Low polygon count. We're saying on this podcast.
Yeah.
We're giving it a polygon count. It's a low polygon count.
I think this actually did what Silent Hill did. You know how Silent Hill did the fog effect?
I'm looking at screenshots and it 100% did.
It did the fog effect because they couldn't
because rendering distance. So you change your render distance so you don't have to draw things as far. So it's just like, oh, we got fog everywhere. And it looks like it's like it's like 20 meters out. Like it's just like, whoa, it's foggy everywhere. It's like,
whoa, every planet's foggy, Dash.
Yeah, but even inside, outside, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the game is split into 4 parts, and it was like the 4 main points of the novel. But like I said, like it blew its load right away. Because once you go on the ground, you're shooting stormtroopers. It's not fun. He moves like a Resident Evil character. He moves like tank controls.
That's the worst.
It is fun to shoot stormtroopers because you have to shoot them a few times, and they go, oh. It's actually really genuinely fun. You can turn it in. He only has a blaster. He can change there's different power-ups. You can get a jetpack. It's auto-aim. Automatically, it's auto-aim.
Really?
Like, you can't change that. Back then, I was like, this is great. I'm killing all the guys. But I realize now that it kind of cheated.
That's weird. Because back then, I guess that's probably right around when games changed. And 64 and stuff, where a lot of games got easier. Not to get into the whole thing, but like some Nintendo games are brutally the hardest games I've ever... Well, dude, some Nintendo games are brutally the hardest games I've ever played.
Yeah, like Mega Man 2 is like fucking atrocious.
Oh, Jesus Christ, like half of these games. How about the real old games like Ghosts and Ghouls and crap like that, where it's like you have like 3 lives and 2 hits kills your character, and your character has to jump on one platform that's really hard to see and hit the shoot button and jump button at the exact same time and jump back down and do it 100 times per level. And 8 levels later, you'll meet the boss all on 2 lives. And it's like, what? Who can do that? That's stupid.
What game is this?
I'm telling you, old games were kind of like that.
You know, it's crazy. Speaking of like old games, I don't know Dark Forces if they did this, but he had a gun. Like you saw his gun, right?
There was also a melee attack.
Yeah. So and also in Duke Nukem, you saw Duke Nukem's hand. Yeah. So in this game, you can actually turn it into first-person camera.
You could.
So if you want, you could play the levels first person. But the problem is when you turn it into first person, it's not like it turns into a first person game. Like the camera just goes in front of him. So there's no hand. Like normal games like this, if you look down, they don't have feet. They don't have a shadow. That's normal 90s shit. Yeah. But when he shoots his blaster pistol, he has a blaster pistol. Yeah. When he shoots his blaster pistol, it just comes from like the side of your view. So it's coming out of nowhere. It's not coming from your gun.
That's genius on their part, because I was going to say, dude, that would be so hard for a 90s game to turn from first-person shooter to third-person. They literally just move the third-person camera forward.
I don't like how you're supporting this.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, so what they did is, from the sound of it, is just move the third-person camera forward 5 feet. And it's still a third person. It's just... You're controlling behind you, which is hilarious, and it's
hilarious now. Yeah,
it's like a cheat way to make it a first-person game, but it's really not. That's really funny.
Yeah, so you start off in the snow
I've never heard of a game doing that. That's awesome.
You start off on Hoth, but it's funny because, like I said, because this takes place in between the movies.
Yeah,
all the like Han Solo and Princess Leia are on that planet too. So when you are done taking down that big AT-AT and you're running around, you see the Millennium Falcon fly off.
That's
I always thought I was able to catch up to it.
Oh, so you kept restarting and trying to do better.
I always would know where it would fly out to. So I would try to run as fast as I could to get it, because I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. These are your friends, and they're literally just flying away.
It's just programmed to go away. You had no idea.
Yeah. So the whole plot of the game is you're tracking Boba Fett because Boba Fett has Han Solo frozen, and he's trying to deliver them to Jabba the Hutt. The plot of the novel is like way more complicated. Like I said, like Shizor, Darth Vader, all that shit. So they don't really touch on it that much in the game. It's just Dash Rendar like hopping from place to place, trying to stop Boba Fett. Like one level, actually, it's the second part, is you're on a moving train in a junkyard planet. So that's actually technically impressive.
That's cool,
because technologically, that was probably really fucking hard to program. because the only game I can think of that tried that again was Uncharted 2. I don't know if you've ever played Uncharted.
Nah.
So
Never
in
even
the
heard of it.
Uncharted
Go
game-
ahead.
Oh, fuck you. In Uncharted 2, one whole level is, I think it's Thailand or something. I forget where it is, but you're on a moving train, and the whole level is you going from car to car, and every view around you is different. Like it's actually
Yeah,
moving.
it's
It's not
moving.
just like a constant fake background.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real. Like every view is different. Like it continuously goes until you like get to the front. In this, I don't remember if it's shitty or not, but I think you being on a moving train the entire level, that's technically pretty impressive.
And technologically something to be vouched for. Yeah, dude, shout out, dude.
Yo, shout out Dash. Dash right now.
Shout out Dash.
There's another level where you're on a speeder bike. There's another level where you're flying his ship, the Outrider.
That's
and
kind of
shooting
cool. I
asteroids.
mean, for a shitty game, it's kind
Well,
of
it added a lot of variation, but everything aside from the snow speeder level was just really boring.
because they put all their. We talk,
Like show me. Don't shrug your shoulders and roll your eyes. Fuck you, dude.
I didn't. I gave you a double thumbs up. The audience can't see because this isn't a video. I've been giving you double thumbs up for the past 8 minutes straight, and you haven't acknowledged either thumbs up. So
One thumb was up your butt. The other one was up mine. Thumbs up.
that's the friendliest double thumbs up I've ever heard in my life. So I was gonna stop you earlier, but I decided not to. There's something really crazy I heard.
Yeah.
George Lucas, did you hear he got a lot of flack for Boba Fett? Actually, should I say his real name? Boba Fett. He literally made it based on an Italian. He was going to be greasy. He always ate spaghetti and meatballs, and he was overweight. And he would always sing things like, "Yeah, get me the money, get me this," and he would talk with his hands all the time. He got a lot of backlash from the Italian community about Boba Fett.
Mhm.
It was real messed up. He had a gold chain that had his
Did he
name
have a mustache
Boba.
over his helmet?
Yeah, he had a mustache that came outside the helmet. It was ridiculous. I thought he'd get more flack for it, especially with the Me Too movement. He was always smacking girls on the butt. Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a big thing. In fact, I think in some of the games they had scenes where Boba Fett actually was rendered in there. So when they had to take him out and turn it into Boba Fett, they you can still see the gold chain sometimes. I've
Mhm.
heard, and
But
like still see
if you
grease
really
stains.
check-
Yeah.
They don't take out the mustache.
Yeah. Sometimes the mustache is still there. It's wild.
Yeah, they couldn't afford taking it out.
The other thing is one of the lines is like, "Get me the," and then instead of saying Death Star, he said spaghetti real loud.
I thought you were gonna say, "Get me those plumbers."
I almost did.
I felt like you were like going there.
I,
Get me those
I
plumbers.
was, but I mean, Bob Hoskins did a lot for the community. I want to give a quick shout out. R.I.P.
Let me give you a spoiler alert for this game.
Please do.
In the book, Dash Render fucking dies.
Really?
Yeah, good. In the game,
You said
he
good.
dies, but he dies like a hero, which is complete bullshit. Like Darth Vader and the guy Prince Jizo are shooting above a space station, and Dash Render's like, "Oh, I see an opening. I'm gonna run into this space station with my ship and blow it up from the inside." So he blows it up from the inside, and the next
Sounds
scene
like
is
the Death Star. Go ahead.
I think it was like a fake Death Star.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it sounds
the next
exactly.
The next scene is a cutscene of Luke and Leia like mourning Dash Rendar. But if you beat it on easy or medium, the game on easy or medium, he's just dead. If you beat it on hard,
Hell
there's
yeah.
an extra cutscene of him talking to his robot, going like, "Hey, I kind of like that everyone thinks I'm dead."
Oh,
This is
classic
really cool.
Dash.
So, spoiler alert: if anyone didn't fucking play that game, you're
And
fucked.
beat it on hard.
Yeah, there's like a million. There's literally like a million things, continuity things that don't match up from the book and the game, or the comic books. Like they didn't. They made all these things, but they're
That's why
like,
it's not canon, dude. It's not canon.
no, it's still canon to me.
Good.
So get this. Let's talk development of this game. When they were coming up with ideas for this whole thing, they didn't want to make any of the main heroes playable because that would limit what they could do with them in the future or the
Yeah.
past.
They didn't want to mess with canon, dude. Literally, they were thinking of canon. That's the whole reason for this game. That's why they made a Han Solo fucking throwaway, so that they didn't mess with the main story, but you could still play Star Wars, and they could kill him. They could fucking do whatever the hell they wanted, and no one was gonna cry that they killed Han Solo.
So the game's animator John Knowles worked on other LucasArts games in the '90s.
Yeah, he was John Knowles. I knew that fucking name.
I think you probably seen him in credits of all these games we played.
That's wild, dude. Fucking like
so he was the one that came up with the idea to do the in between.
Smart man.
Listen to this. During development, the Nintendo 64 wasn't finalized yet. So Silicon Graphics and Nintendo, I think Silicon Graphics made like the engine for it.
Sure.
Or like Nintendo's like hardware. They gave the developers a prototype of what they thought the Nintendo would be. So while they're finishing the system, they want people to make games, but they couldn't give them the system.
That's wild.
So they gave them a prototype of something that would estimate the performance. And you're a PC performance dork, so you might, I don't know if you'll get this. But they gave them a 140,000 Onyx supercomputer with Reality 2 engine graphics subsystem with a Performer 3D API. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. These are names of like programs and different graphics cards and like probably a 2 or 3 different engines and programs and whatever to run this shit on.
I'm pretty sure I remember all those were your sister's nicknames in grade school.
Yeah, dude. No, high school. They used to call my one sister like fucking Auto Pero Idonix Hyperdrive 3.0. And I was like, yo, that's my fucking sister.
What are you doing?
Holy shit. Mad. I was getting mad at him. Like,
yeah.
It really
even weirder was because it wasn't finished. They wanted these dudes to make it. They didn't have a controller yet either. Like, you know, the Nintendo 64 controller?
Christ. Yeah. So, dude, that was the weirdest controller ever made by a system.
What they did was they didn't have a controller, so they gave these developers like a fake prototype, which was a Super Nintendo controller.
I knew it, dude. They fucking used an old system. Jesus.
So it was a Super Nintendo controller with an analog stick over it.
So it's a 4-button. Jesus Christ.
And guess who made the controller, the fake controller? Konami.
Galoob. Oh, damn.
No, Konami. I'm telling you, Konami made it.
No, I know. I believe it.
What else? Even weirder. So I don't know if this part's true, but even weirder, they made all the developers sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Of course, dude. That's
about
not
what
weird.
they saw, what they were using, and even about the controller.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even let them touch the controller. They put the controller in like a box, and they put sides. On the sides, they opened it so they can put their hands in.
That's great. That's awesome. Wait.
If that's real, I don't know if that's fucking.
Hold on. That's totally real, but well, it totally could be real. To play with a non N64 controller, or to play with the actual N64 controller.
Yeah. No, I don't know if the story of them putting it in a box is real.
Oh well, no. But what to play with the real controller, maybe? Like, so they couldn't see it and tell everyone the new design or whatever. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. They actually filmed full motion videos for Shadows of the Empire. Like, they were going to use actors and stuff.
Dude, this is the most ambitious thing ever that never worked out. They
filmed it, and then they realized how unusable it was because it was probably fucking garbage.
Well, and the system they had couldn't process it. They're probably
they waited a whole year to put it on PC. So even if they waited to put it on PC, that could probably barely run it.
Right, because,
what good games were using full motion video at that point?
I don't fucking know, dude. You're out of my league.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just crazy that all this development, they showed it at E3 in 1996.
I love how there was E3 back then. Like, now E3 is a thing. It's like, woo! People are live. Like, I get updates on Twitter. It's like there's a whole meeting. Back then, it was like, yo, dude, E3's coming up. I'm gonna read the magazine article a week later about what happened. Like, do you know what I mean?
They showed it at E3, and nobody liked it.
That's awesome.
So it was supposed to come out. I don't even know. Like, when's E3? June, July?
Yeah, it's a summer, I think. But
so I guess it was supposed to come out like a couple months after E3. They showed it. Nobody liked it. So they pushed it to the end of December. So they pushed it to December for them to work on it more.
Every time we talk about a game, they're pushing it back. Isn't that the funniest goddamn thing in the world?
Oh my God, that's fucking true.
It's every fucking game because Because we've talked about this before. There's this push between developers, idea people, producers, people who put the money up behind the project, engineers who are actually working on it, and then like testers. They're like, what did you think of that? And they're like, it doesn't feel like it's finished. And they're like, oh shit, fuck, oh my god.
And those are all games we have vivid memories of.
Yeah, well,
They're
it's
all
funny because
half-finished games.
we lived through them. Like, it's really funny if someone half finished a game and just released it. We were like,
nowadays you couldn't fucking do that. Or nowadays they do it at DLC and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but back then, like, we were 8 years old or like 10 years old. So like, someone would release a half-cooked game, and we would probably buy it at full price and just be like, we didn't like it. Like, that was it. That was the end result. Like, it didn't get scathing reviews.
I mean, because that's basically what Fortnite's doing. Would you consider Fortnite a half-cooked game? Because it's a beta. It's a beta.
Any of those games that are like, you can get early access or free to play or anything like that, that's kind of what they are. And it's cheating because it's whatever, but it's also free. So I'm not going to argue with them on that end either. Like, it's kind of like beneficial to both sides. But it's free.
No.
Yeah, it's a slap in the face to Galoob.
This is what killed him.
It might have been. He R.I.P., right? He is officially dead?
I don't think so. This is what's gonna kill him. This podcast.
You know what? If he's watching it right now, dude. He's like, I'm 72. I'm Swedish. Yeah.
He's tuning his radio like it's the 30s, trying to listen to this podcast. I heard my voice is playing.
These boys like their PlayStation.
So the Shadows of the Empire is the third top-selling Nintendo 64 game of that year. And yeah, right.
Dude, I was waiting for you to say of all time and all games, and I was like,
of all time, not of all time. So of the Nintendo 64, I think it's like the 17th or the 18th all-time selling of that system.
That's not bad, but it also was like it had all that fanfare, and
you would think because it's so ambitious, it would be like the top 5.
Nah, well, because you have like the other top 5, like the fucking Diddy Kongs and shit, and Mario 64. Is that the name of that game?
And Donkey Kong Sucks a Dick 64.
Yeah, is that the name of the game?
I think so, yeah. Donkey Kong 69.
I can't believe our parents let us play that. That's so crazy. In fact, your dad made us play it. Remember, he was like, it was so crazy. He was like, turn out the lights, and I was like, why?
But there's no
oh my
console.
God. No, he didn't even have the TV on. It was crazy. Your dad was just so adamant about us playing it, but like playing it in real life.
It was the third top-selling game of any system in the 1996 Christmas shopping season. This likes to be third place for a lot of things. It's really weird.
Third place this month. It's not even like third place all time. It's like third place in January.
Guess what? They re-released it, and you can get it on Good Old Games right now.
Oh my God! How much would you have to pay? I would imagine. Hold on, before you tell me the actual price.
I'm not going to look up the actual price.
Damn it, dude! I was giving you time to look it up. $39.99.
You fill some space. I'll look it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's called its own space, dude.
$39.99.
Keep talking. Shows of
39.90.
You know, you're not doing a really good job of filling space.
Nah.
Tell me about yourself.
Fine. Well, I have a podcast. It's called The Unpander, so you can
all right,
check
I'm
this
back
out here. You son
Wait,
of...
did you really guess that it's $39.99?
Yeah, why?
A 20-some-year-old game. You would guess that it's $40.
No, I was being a dickhead.
Okay.
I really can't imagine it's more than like $6.
It's literally $5.99.
Yo, I said $6. God damn, I'm good. Holy shit! I wanna fight God. I wanna put Nintendo on a rack and just electrocute myself with power.
I don't have anything to say to that.
That's all right, dude. I can curl 35 pounds.
Oh, I was able to. I stopped working out, dude.
You stopped?
Yeah.
Are you announcing?
I sound so sad when I say that.
I know. Are you announcing it on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm announcing.
Like officially?
I was working out when I started the podcast, and now I stopped working out. So this might be the last episode.
You know what's weird? Now that you said it, I can see it. It's weird.
My face, right? My ears.
Yeah, your ears look different. Like you don't work out as much.
Here, let me show you my glutes real quick.
Hold on. Everyone on the podcast, turn off your videos. I got to check this out. Oh my God, dude. What is that? Is that a plunger?
I told you.
Mario.
You didn't believe me, man.
They call it Montezuma's Revenge, not Mario's Revenge.
Wow. Mario Zuma's Revenge. Holy shit.
Mariozuma's Revenge.
Oh, they re-released it again. Have you ever heard of this company Limited Run Games?
No, that sounds fake.
So they're just a game company that they special edition re-release shit, old games, new games, in just like cool packaging, like a cool
That's kinda cool. Like I
super
think
special
like
edition.
podcasts that are in old games probably care about that shit.
Yeah, like where there's not many of them. But this company, Limited Run Games, released a standard and a collector edition of the actual Nintendo 64 game this past July. They only made limited qualities, obviously, based on the name.
So does it only work on a Nintendo 64?
That's a good question. I don't fucking know.
Because who the... Anyway, that's good. That's great.
I mean, R.I.P. R.I.P. Dash.
Galoo. R.I.P. Dash. R.I.P.
Okay, let me get this. So we lost 3 people in this episode. We lost Kyle Katarn.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
he's dead.
We lost Dash Undar.
He's dead.
He died.
Unless you beat the game on hard, we'll assume nobody did.
I did. He died. He came back. Then he died again because Disney bought Star Wars, so he died again.
Yeah, but then he wasn't canon, so he's going again.
Yeah, but here's the thing. His ship is in like some Star Wars encyclopedia.
Oh shit, dude. We got his ship as canon.
So if his fucking ship is canon, isn't he canon?
No, not at all. Just his ship. You literally answered the question right
so,
there.
Okay, so we lost Kyle, we lost Dash, and we lost Glue. So this is basically an obituary. This is a funeral for these heroes of Star Wars.
Yeah, I think so. It's like kind of like I haven't heard from my dad in a long time.
Listen, I'm sick of you talking about your dad.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. Are you okay?
Who is that?
I don't know what you're talking about. It was just me.
Okay, that's so weird. I just had a weird chill down my spine, and I almost felt like I was gonna have more kids.
You like blacked out for like a second. You just didn't move.
I did. This is so weird. Anyway, it's so weird. Anyway, moving on. What was it?
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, wake up,
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is. This is gonna sound fucking crazy, and this is where I was going with this.
Okay.
It brings back flashbacks of my dad, and my kid. Do you know my kid's favorite thing is Star Wars?
Is it really?
Yeah. Do you know how much Star Wars he's seen?
I'm gonna take a guess. He's never seen any of the movies.
0. He hasn't seen 5 minutes of the goddamn series, and he loves R2-D2. He loves Stormtroopers. He loves Darth Vader. Darth Vader's music is his favorite theme song. He loves all that shit. He loves lightsabers. He loves lightsaber battles. He went for Halloween as Darth Vader. He had the mask. He did the breathing thing, and he had a lightsaber. And I was like, dude, you've never seen the goddamn movie. I want to tell him he's wrong, but I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, Dada, I'm a stormtrooper. I'm like, you don't know if they're good or bad. You don't.
Stormtroopers are based off of people in Vietnam. You know nothing.
But it's just so weird that it's appealing to kids under 5 or 6, and they're buying merchandise. My kid has a Darth Vader outfit. He has a stormtrooper helmet. He has.
Does he have any Star Wars games? Do you have Star Wars games?
No, but there's that new one coming out. He saw a preview for. He wants it. I saw a commercial for it on Steam. I forget what it is. Not the New Hope. I forget which one it is.
Is it the adult one where it's like Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah, I think it is.
He's not getting that. Don't buy it for him.
Well, he would have me buy it and I would play it and he would just watch me. But I don't know how adult it is. So it's me getting to play a game. I just don't know how adult it is.
I mean, it's Star Wars. I don't think it's that adult. I don't think they pull out their dicks or anything.
You'd be surprised. Remember we talked about the R2-D2 scene?
Yeah, but that was tasteful.
You're right, and they didn't show it, so I get it. George Lucas.
No. Taste mouthful. I don't think you were understanding where I was going with that.
Tasteful.
Yeah.
Very
So
tasteful.
that's
Real quick. Did any of the artists talk about what R2D2's member would actually look like?
no, that
I
entry
heard.
from Wikipedia was actually deleted.
I actually heard it would look kind of like a fire plug. What do they call them? A fire hydrant. It was
Oh.
one of the ideas. It's just one of the ideas. A lot of artists worked together. George Lucas had some input. A couple other people were talking about what could and couldn't be possible for his penis.
I heard Steven Spielberg also had a hand in that.
His hand in that?
No, like he he had like a say
Oh yeah. I
in
did
how
hear
big
that.
it was
Okay.
gonna
Okay. Did he give any digits or numbers or anything?
he just kept saying 10 inches.
Wow! Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Beep boop boop boo! Okay.
Wow.
That's crazy. You heard it here first on the What the Famicom podcast. R2D2's unit. It's not gold plated, folks, but it fills a lot of That's incredible.
Do you think Dash Render or Kyle Katarn had like small dicks?
Yeah, I actually do. When we were talking about them, I was thinking like average to like just below average. Like even 5% below average. Like if the average is like 5.78 inches, they're probably like 5.5 inches.
Is this Star Wars average? Star Wars dick size?
I was going with all people, but yeah, in the Star Wars universe, probably, I would say.
Right. I mean, I don't have anything else to say about that.
I'm just going off of some research. I go to DeviantArt a lot. You can find some stuff on DeviantArt. Yeah, sometimes I spend like a week there. People always think I'm joking, like, oh, you spend a week there. No, I mean, I'll literally stay up. I'll do a little bit of drugs. I'll surf the internet for like 5 straight days. I won't even sleep or whatever. It's just a thing I do sometimes. I don't go to work.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. But people do. Oh, honestly, everyone does. Everyone. I figure it's a lot of people listening probably do this. Anyway, I surf. I do a lot of surfing. They call me the surfer. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. I'm Nintendo. So.
I'm Dan Tendo.
You're not.
I was Dan Tendo first. I'm not. I need to go back and listen to other episodes. I don't remember you getting that nickname, Nick Tendo.
I don't remember your nickname.
I remember Chris Tendo. I remember I had another.
No,
guest.
I heard that guest. That guest. It's weird. He felt shoehorned in, like he didn't belong there. Like maybe like he knew a guy, and that's how he got the job. But he didn't earn it. He didn't earn it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt.
Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, I talked to my producer, and
What did he say?
He didn't want to book him. I didn't want to book him.
Well, how do you even talk to him anymore? I mean, your producer's been in and out of jail, the court case. We're not here to name names, but Bill Cosby? I mean, God bless.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, your producer. Bill.
Yeah, Bill Cosby.
Well, I just call him Bill. Whatever.
Yeah, I just call him BC. He was the original inspiration for R2D2. You see, with 3PO, I'm going on the ships. That was original dialogue. They cut it. They just added the beeps.
Well, that's incredible. I really didn't know that about him. I thought he was just a producer of your show and gave you a lot of life advice or whatever. I didn't realize he also was involved in
Just
Star
kept giving me
Wars.
drinks, though.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah. Well, on that note.
Okay.
We actually
we talked about
Star everything.
Wars. Oh my god, dude! We talked about every game they've come out with. Actually, on the real,
didn't talk about every game they came out with.
I know we talked about 2. Did they actually have a game they came out with that was really good? I feel like there's the one where you can deflect shots with your Jedi thing with like the attack button.
You might be talking about Force Unleashed.
I was talking about the game that came before that, but yeah, I think it's called Clone something. I don't know.
Clone Wars?
It might be called Clone Wars. I think it spawned the sequel or whatever. But either way, did those games do really well?
Star Wars games in general do really well. So
I mean, really well. Like, what's their best one? Like, what's the coolest Star Wars game?
The coolest Star Wars game?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm gonna be honest. It probably was that game I just mentioned. It's called The Force Unleashed. It's non-canon now. It's about a dude that Darth Vader kidnaps a young Jedi, trains him to be his apprentice, and this young Jedi doesn't know anything. He's just a kid. Like, he's literally a baby. Darth Vader kidnaps him, and he tells like the adult to infiltrate the rebellion because he thinks like people are gonna start an uprising. So he tells the dude like, "Hey, go befriend some people and like kill them from the inside." And the dude he sends, this dude is named Starkiller. He starts to be like more human. He starts to like actually appreciate people. And he betrays Darth Vader.
Of course he does, dude. This whole series is about going across enemy lines, infiltrating.
But it's really cool because in that game, they just don't give a fuck. They give you all the force powers. They give you all
That's cool.
lightsaber powers.
I like that.
You actually take down one of those giant ships, the Star Destroyers.
Yeah,
he does it with his hands. Yeah, it's fucking badass. That's like one of the best games. It's one of my favorite Star Wars games. One of the better Star Wars games.
Is that 5 years old? Older? I have no idea.
Maybe 10 years old.
Is it that old? Damn. Okay, that's badass. I'll check it out.
There's also a Star Wars arcade game out now called the Star Wars Battle Pod. There's a person that might be a guest in the future. She knows a little bit about this.
Damn!
But it's at Dave and Buster's. It's a giant pod.
Tourette's.
Ew. It's a giant pod. You get in, you close the doors, and it's like a first person. You're in a ship, and you do like the things from the movies.
That's kind of cool.
It's like surround sound, all this shit.
Please.
Darth Vader.
Can you not curse on the podcast?
No. So Bill Cosby as R2 is in the surround sound, and he whispers in your ear.
That's like 3D. That's
yeah. No, 3B. 3B.
So
R3BC.
Rape Bill Cosby.
Oh my God.
So to sum it up, we've literally talked about every single Star Wars game that's ever came out, which is incredible. I didn't believe we could cover it in an hour and what is it? 90 minutes, 700 minutes. What are we at? 5 days. I'm going to bill you. I don't know. Fucking. We literally talked about all this stuff, dude. If you have memories from Star Wars games, like, please, like, write us a letter. Mail it to the North Pole. Santa Claus or whatever. We'll get it. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
We love to hear from these people. Yeah.
And
seriously.
Because we know all the facts. We know all the facts about these games. You can't debate
seriously.
us.
We didn't get one fact wrong, and if you think we did, you can go F yourself with a plunger. But also, if you did have a fact you'd like to point out to us or a factoid, you can send that to the North Pole, where I'm sure we'll get it. Okay.
And if you have any death threats, you can send them to what's your handle again?
420-6969.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds
so
about
send
right.
them. So if anyone's listening, anyone's got a problem with the way we talk about Star Wars games,
boom.
Just send those letters straight to hell. We don't want them.
Wow.
But if you enjoyed what we do, if you enjoyed,
seriously,
talk about Star Wars games the way we want to. We talk about games the way me and you. We
go back and forth, dude. We riff. We remember back when I had it on computer, and you remembered I had it on computer.
Yes, that's it. Basically, this whole series, this whole
Exactly
podcast. You remember a game. I remember you remembering a game.
Oh fuck.
So that is the end of our Star Wars episode. This is probably the biggest episode I've ever done.
It kind of is a big one.
I say it every single time, but it gets bigger every time.
It does get bigger every time. 10 inches. Most R2-D2s.
Wow, one R2-D2, 10 inches. That's
that's George Lucas said it. That's kind of cool.
So if anyone wants to look for you on the interwebs, what do they want to do?
Look at Monk or whatever. But anyway, moving on. What do you want to do, or how do you want to?
If anyone wants to find me, if anyone wants to look for me,
like find you in real life, like go to your work and hurt you or whatever, where would they go?
6969 Avenue, FUCK. But anyway, if you want to, just throw out some questions my way on Twitter and Instagram. My handle on both is WT Famicom. This podcast, you can find this podcast on Google Podcast. You can find it on Stitcher, Breaker, Public Radio Public, Spotify.
Is
And
it true it's on Grindr and stuff too?
It's a special thing on Grindr. You have to pay.
That's cool. That's fine. Hey, whatever. I'd rather get the free one. Trust me. The way I've listened to this episode, it's not that good.
Also, soon I might be on iHeartRadio.
No shit, dude.
Yeah. So we'll find out. But if not, I'm not on iTunes. I don't know why. Maybe because of copyright infringement. I don't know.
Could be.
Could definitely. Probably because of the shit we're talking too. I think we make fun of Apple or iTunes at some point.
Yeah, literally at the beginning of the episode. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it like 3 times. Anyway, you got corrections? Go ahead, mention them to us. If you got stuff you want to add, go ahead, mention it to us. If you played these games and you think everything we said is incorrect 100%, let us know. We don't give a damn.
Just let us know. We want to hear. We want to hear from the fans.
Oh, seriously, we want to hear. We want to hear so much from you guys. The fans. The fans. Every night I think about the fans, dude.
You know what R2D2 says about the fans? Beep, boop.
Oh, that sounds like a blowjob sound. That's awesome, dude.
And on that note,
Thanks.
Nick, it's been great. It's been a great episode.
For real, it's been awesome.
I know my log off. I know my log off. What's your log off gonna be?
I just thought it up right now. Game on. Game on.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Okay. Thanks. We're
done.
Don't you have to say game over? Don't you have to say game over? I'm not gonna hit
game over.
I'm in a really bad place right now, son.